Cody, thank you so much for taking the time to do this quick testimonial video. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, your business, owner of Allegiate, and what services and products do you guys offer?
So my name's Cody. I have 3 gyms in Los Angeles. We do group-based strength training and personal training. We're working on our fourth and fifth, hopefully in the near future. Big picture dream is to have a big mainstream fitness brand, and I run all responsibilities from marketing is probably the biggest umbrella term, but underneath that, there's a lot of operations, a lot of sales, a lot of training of staff, building systems, and things like that. So anything that goes into scaling on the marketing and sales side, that's me.
Amazing, amazing. And what made you decide to work with Globaltize?
So I was looking to streamline my operations. I was looking to save a little bit on payroll, and I was looking to actually just have a better offering for my clients when it came to customer management and like digital communications. So in our world, we've got text messages, we've got emails, which obviously everybody does. But for our members to be able to have fast communication that was like reliable and consistent with our 3 gyms, it was getting a little bit too hard to scale with my front desk. And I found that, on front desk side, I would have to hire and train somebody, and then if they either got another job or they just weren't a great employee, I spent so much time having to just like hire and train new people that it was becoming really inefficient. So the idea was, can I kind of redesign some systems and find somebody on a virtual side that can be one, more consistent, two, I can train a lot more and just ramp them up to speed and hope that we can strike the right balance of them feeling really like they're contributing a lot to their job, but also making a really big difference for Allegiant by being consistent.
Yeah, amazing. And how has your experience been so far with your hire at Globaltize?
Yeah, it now it's been awesome. So we started out, honestly, like when I was going back to me when I was starting this thing, I thought the idea on paper was really good. I was very excited about the potential payroll savings, even though that does mean you have to let some people go. It's just unfortunately like a tough reality of doing business. But I think any business owner who's probably watching this is always thinking about those things, right? And I started to rebuild these systems. I said, okay, on paper, if this works, this is going to be spectacular. But I've been doing it 8 years now. I know that a plan on paper is not always what happens in like actuality. So I went in with a little bit of nerves. But the first 2 VAs I ended up hiring, they both didn't pan out. One got a full-time job. And so my idea learning through that was like, okay, I need to actually find somebody. I'm probably going to go full-time instead of 2 part-times because I was kind of trying to hedge my bets. And now where I'm at with my VA Janif, she's been awesome. The other thing was it took a lot longer to ramp up to speed. So it's kind of my curse is like I usually think it's going to happen faster, story of my life, but this one took a little bit longer to get up to speed and like really quality. Now where we're at after probably about 6 weeks, it's been really great. It's making a big difference. And so I think for anybody out there that's thinking about it, like you should have like those fears and trepidations are real when you're getting into this thing, but like being as structured as you possibly can, giving them a great onboarding experience, giving them accountability, having guidance, and just extend your timeline a little bit longer and then arm them with the right tools and just keep being like positive reinforcement and direct feedback on things that you expect that should happen that aren't happening. And then bit by bit by bit, you're gonna get what you want out of it if you find that right person. So where I'm at right now is where I'm super happy. I hope I don't jinx myself, knock on wood. But it's going great.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're happy you're happy. I'm hoping it stays that way. What kind of tasks and responsibilities does she handle?
So it's all operations side and like virtual front desk. So all the emails, text messages, signing people in and out of classes, if they didn't check in on the iPad, assisting with Slack stuff. So if somebody pops, hey, this happened in studio, she can go in, she can clean that work up. Membership terminations, cancellations, selling actual contracts on the back end of the system. No real like phone call sales yet, but checking in with prospects, things like that. A lot of the really important pieces of the business and from following up that need to happen, just it allowed me to really free up my studio manager and like increase her bandwidth by making her responsible for less things. Now she can really focus on sales and the other key initiatives that I need somebody in studio to do, while Janet helps out with all the important operations aspect of the business.
No, I'm so happy to hear. And Cody, if you had made this same hire locally, I'm just curious to know how much would it have cost you?
Um, it would probably cost 12 to 15 bucks more an hour, I would say. Now I'm also in California, which doesn't help our cause, but um so yeah, it'd be considerably more. And the other thing is like to have the same level of consistency. And that's been a big piece of it too, where we can really strike the right balance of like, as I think about where we are now, but also where we're going in the future, assuming that my VA, as I check in, and she's enjoying her experience as well, and she likes the workplace and all that stuff. But I'm really excited about the long term impacts of it as well. And I'm maybe just like a month in, a month and a half in. But part of me is just like, I should have done this sooner.
That's good to hear. And tell me, Cody, what is one piece of advice you would give another business owner that's currently on the fence about trying to hire global talent?
Um, I would be really clear about what you're trying to do. And if you have enough, if you have enough work, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like if you have enough work and you need assistance and help, that you should just try it as soon as possible. Because I talk to a lot of business owners in consultations and things like that, that they're always kind of like, oh, well, my systems aren't tight enough, or, oh, I have to think about that before I go and do it. But I think that's honestly like oftentimes procrastination for really getting good at delegating things and building systems and processes and like all the shit that business owners don't want to do. Nobody likes to build systems and processes and like train people and onboard people. But you know what? If you're going to constantly be scaling and moving forward, like you have to do that. And the person that you bring onto your team deserves the structure and deserves enough respect to have that from you. Like that is your role if that's what you're trying to do in business. And so for the person that's out there, like I had a lot of training systems and things built. It wasn't perfect or whatever, but I had a bunch of material. And then I just had to get over the friction of, do I want to spend the time redesigning all this stuff for VA? And it was like a lot of, headache and work to do. And the easier thing would just be like, no, I'm just going to hire somebody else and, do what I've always done. But
Yeah.
when I ran the math and I thought about what's the best long-term solution, I decided that the upfront investment of time that I'm going to make now to save me in the future is going to pay massive dividends. And looking at the math when I ran the spreadsheet, it was just such a compelling number that I said to myself, if I can actually get that there on paper, then this is gonna be probably one of the biggest initiatives that I've made a change in our business. And so,
Yeah.
again, knock on wood, but, good so far.
Amazing. That's amazing. And lastly, it's more of a statement than a question is, Cody, is there anything else that you would like to share?
Um, actually, yeah, I do have one. I do have one. I think you always take the call, if it's close enough out there, of like, hey, this might be interesting, or hey, this might help. I'm of the idea that always take the call, and you never know where that could go. And this, on the Globalized team for you guys was, I think, a good score on that front.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, I'm so glad to hear. And once again, Cody, I'm so happy that you're happy. And I'm hoping we can continuously keep you happy. And once again, good luck.
Keep me happy, B. Keep me happy, bro. Got you.
We got you. And good luck with all your future ventures. The gym sounds busy.
I appreciate it, man.